I got a long one. India is only Taparia. Sure. These are club sources. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is, I'm sure so few of us do this kind of serious work. I really appreciate it. One thing what I've seen always is that here we are so less on hands-on. Isn't it? It's so less on hands-on. We want a carpenter to do a hole. We want.
It's very common. Everybody has all.
Destroy this. Taken for granted. You just to fix a curtain rod, we'll call somebody. And he will make such a big hole, and then you will scold him, curse him, and then you'll wonder why you didn't do it.
The thing is, the labor is cheap out there. There it's very there the labor is very high.
Very expensive. Yeah.
That's the reason they are going for DIY.
That's a push to
right?
That's the main reason
doing DIY. But today, if you want quality work, I'm sure if you do it,
it will be far better.
I mean, just for example, to make a hole in the wall, you have this hammer drill and normal drill. You need to first make the it makes a difference, but the first 3 millimeters, you should not switch on the, you should first make the core so that your paint is not destroyed, and then shift over to hammer. None of these guys do it. The whole thing will make a pattern.
Putty, the normal drill itself can go through.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you hammer it, that's it, it cracks.
Shatter. Yeah, they are not bothered.
Sorry. The worst is when I actually one of the first things. No, I'm just taking what you're talking about. What happens typically is when you want to put something in the bathroom. You have to crack the glazing of the tiles before you can actually drill a decent hole. Otherwise, if you start like that, first it will go everywhere. Yeah. And if you don't do that, then it will crack the tile completely.
I've burnt my hand first time.
So the first time this guy came to do it, I think that's the first and the last time I had a handyman working in my house. I was like, get out.
So then how to do it? How to do it then? I used to do it on the wall. Lot of scratches.
No. Believe me, you just follow the process they say.
You use a all kind of a thing to crack the glazing first. You just tap a little.
That's a cup.
It will crack the glazing, then it will just go.
And you need to use the right bit.
So do some counter cracking initially, then just practice.
And you can also do it with the drill. Don't go to hammer. That's what I said.
Normal drill.
Normal drill.
You mean those hand drills?
No. Same drill. Take it out from the hammering mode. Make a very light.
Oh, there are two modes.
There are two modes. There's a hammer mode and a normal mode. Put it on the normal. Very carefully. Put some water. Again do it. Get the first 2 millimeters in. And then very lightly sit on. Best thing is avoid, if your tile is not very hard, completely avoid hammering because it will shatter.
That is what it will take you. I want to learn how to do it. All the job, once it's cracked.
So,
and then use plastic gutters. Don't use the wood. Use the plastic gutters. You get it.
So one of the advantages of having a plunge router is you can set the depth to plunge. Okay. So typically
where does it stop?
So right now it's stopping at this because there's a hole there in the jig. Okay, the jig has a hole. Right. So the bit has gone and stopped at the wood. Okay.
But you have
No, this is free right now. Okay. So this is I'm setting my 0.
Okay.
Basically. So now I lock this.
Okay.
I lock it so it will not plunge back.
Okay.
Okay. And then I lock this guy.
Okay. How much is it?
I set the 0. Okay. And you just see it. So you set the 0. Now this again. Now like I said, right, this thing is not accurate because there's almost a 2 mm difference.
Okay.
So now this is my this is zeroed at this space.
Right.
Now I want to plunge in how much? 8 mm. So the idea is you raise this guy. So although it should be 8 mm, I'm going to put it at 10 because this has an error. I think this has an error of almost 2 mm. So I'm going to 9 कर
वाइब्रेशंस चेंज हो गया है
9 कर देता हूँ, ठीक है.
I mean, you want to do it for real, get better tools.
Yeah, this is not. I mean, if you want that kind of precision, it's important. So now what happens is there's this much difference.
But then what do you get in India which has that precision?
Bosch will get.
You will get actually everything. Yeah, there's Bosch, there's
DeWalt,
Makita, you get
Bosch
everything.
will get good stuff. I mean, we bought it because we were cheap. We were starting off, but now we realize our mistake. We have sunk in the money.
No, so this is good for general level work. There's no problems in this thing. I'm just going to put it into a router table and just use it for joinery work. But if you want to do freehand, there's a lot of freehand work that is done with the router, and there's a lot of precision work that is done. For that, you need to buy a good tool. So that's done. So now when I plunge it, it'll stop at 8 point. And that's about it. Okay. Now I need to do this because this is going to create a mess. You will be on. You are on cleaning duty.
This episode will be needed by everybody in GR research.
Not attached to it, but I will.
That will be the real. They can make the cabinets in the.
We bought this yesterday.
Internal.
I've been wanting to
It's
get.
a must for these kind of things.
Actually, you could have.
No, so you get an attachment here. It's a safety cum attachment for putting the hose.
We have removed
Yeah.
I have removed
Directly put
that.
the hose from there.
No, so that really works when you have a attachment that goes up.
No, but you can directly just put up from here to that nozzle, no?
True. I can put from here. There is an attachment here
Yeah.
which you can plug it in. But then when you're working, you have to keep
rotate it,
managing
along with
the
that.
pipe. So what ideally you need to do is you need to have a hanging thing, and the pipe should come
And the
from.
pipe should be lengthy.
Yeah. So we have to buy a. So I have to set all that up. No, no. Now this is going to make a lot of noise.
And guys not wearing specs, just stay at the back. I mean,
You can catch more.
glasses. Yeah, if you're not wearing specs, just stay a little back. Splinters out there.
So you get brilliant earplugs and earmuffs in XP Road. They work very well in general. Okay, start.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's fine. All right.
ये कहाँ से है?
बेस में से तुमने लगाया नहीं क्या?
बेस का CounterSink वाला है.
हो गया.
Now, that is done.
बहुत ज़्यादा डीप हो गया है.
ज़्यादा deep हो गया. So
I think you know that adjustment is not accurate.
adjustment is not accurate. That's I think I need to screwdriver. This is one of the problems with this thing. It doesn't plunge back easily.
We got a rough idea.
Do your magic. You seem to be able to get it.
Upside down.